Hello guys, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Daniel Carrizales from stockmusiclicensing.com.
What are you doing?
In this video, I want to show you how to write music in different styles and genres, especially when it comes down to styles music that you're not really familiarized with, and music tracks that it might not be your thing. And the idea is to write something in something that is taking you out of your comfort zone. So I'll give you an example. I'm a guitar player, so I come from a rock background. So I specialize a lot in indie pop rock. I specialize a lot on rock as well, corporate rock. I do a lot of acoustic work. I do a lot of Americana, country, anything that has to do with folk, acoustic as well. I really shine there, or that's one of my strengths as a composer for media or for music licensing. I'm here with my daughter Melina. Today is a day that I have to take care of her. My wife is at work. But anyways, I just want to show you how can you start writing music in different styles of music, aiming all to build your portfolio and your catalog. Now, the reason why you want to do this, and I recommend you do this when you already have some kind of level of experience with music licensing, meaning that you have already uploaded a few tracks on some libraries and you're building your portfolio and your catalog. This is what I teach to all of my students, is to focus on your strength, focus on what you're good at. So if you are, for example, a composer that likes to write, for example, beats, or you like hip hop, you should start doing that in the very beginning and start building your catalog that way. If you like to do more electronic or EDM kind of music, you should focus all of your energy there as well. And then you can obviously start experimenting with different styles of music as you grow as a composer. But in the beginning, you want to really focus on your strength, because you really want to build your catalog, and you want to have a body of work that is really showcasing what you're good at. Later on, you can start experimenting, and you can really embark and really try different styles of music. So I want to show you what I did yesterday. And most of these DAWs have this type of template. So tip number one will be to compose with a template. So here I'm going to be showing you in Logic different templates that they have when it comes down to composition. And most DAWs, they have this type of templates anyway. So you can just pull a template out. So the template will look something like this. So you will have here like hip hop, electronica, songwriter. And when you select one, it will give you different ideas of what it has. And this is fantastic because it already has some instruments that you might want to be working with. And this is a great way to start working. And so what I did yesterday, I went to a music for picture, for example. And when you select that, it has a different instruments already loaded in, and that saves you a lot of time. So that's a fantastic way to do it. So it saves me time. I don't have to think too much, and because I don't really compose very cinematic music, I specialize more on commercial music, if you will. A little bit more upbeat, more for ads, really. It could be used in movies and film, but when I saw the template, I envisioned something different. And obviously you can do whatever you want with the instruments that they're given here, but this is what I came up with. And I was envisioning, it just got inspired to compose based on the instruments on the template, something a little bit darkish, because I don't compose like that as well. So not only I'm composing in a different style of music or in a different genre, but as well I'm composing with another mood, which I don't really have. I don't have a lot of music that is dark or cinematic dark, aiming for TV and film. So this is what I came up with. This is just a little idea that I just throw on the session, and from here I'm just going to develop it. Okay, so here it goes. Check it out and tell me what you think. So this is what I came up with, a dark, I named it Dark TV Drama as a session because I wanted to do something really out of my comfort zones. In this next track, I tried to compose or I came up with an idea to do a hip hop track. So again, I went with a template for the hip hop template and I used the very first thing that they have. Again, it saves me time. I'm not really a hip hop guy. I don't really compose hip hop. I don't have any tracks really hip hop on my portfolio. So I just wanted to really do something without really thinking about what instruments to put, what sounds more. And it's not so much about the instrument, but the sound. So there already comes, the instruments is already loaded with very standard hip hop sounds. And yes, you can say that they're stock sounds, but you know, at the end of the day, it really helps me to actually start composing. So this is what I came up with. And the second tip will be to just work on a loop like I usually do. Here in Logic, usually when you open a session like this, it comes with a loop engage and you just start working with that bar. So anyways, I just wanted to really drop this video very quickly today. Like I said, I'm here babysitting. I'm taking care of my daughter, Melina. And I've been working on this two new music tracks since last night. Actually, I did this last night. Before I turn off the studio, just for fun really, and it really helps me be more creative and be very excited about music composition. And that's one of the things about composing in a style that you're not very familiarized with or you're not really good at, and have a go. You know, another technique that you can start using as well is to learn how to play a new instrument. A lot of composers do that. So for example, I'm a guitar player and I have some very basic piano skills, but not good enough to play a whole tune or good enough to start composing just using the piano. So that's another technique. I've been checking a lot of tutorials on how to play the piano. I know how to read music, so I know where the notes of the piano are, so it's a little bit easier for me. But I still need to practice, you know, and have that muscle memory when it comes down to the fingers and positions and all of this, which is crucial with any instrument. But, you know, you can always pick up a new instrument, start learning the very basics of it, and start composing with that, because your mind will open up for compositions and different ideas that you're not really used to. And again, this is just a few tips and tricks that I implement in my own composition and in my writing process. And this is all aiming for music licensing, by the way. So keep that in mind, that when composing this music, you have to visualize yourself that this is going to be used somewhere. So with the first track, I was thinking about a dark drama TV kind of a series. So I came up with that kind of like theme. On the hip hop track, again, it's a little bit of the darkish, it has a darkish tone to it, a little bit of a some kind of like undertone of menace or something like that. Well, at least that's what I wanted to evoke with this particular track, because I don't really write a lot of dark music for my portfolio, and I want to explore more those feelings and really not always be happy, not always be an upbeat rock track and whatnot. And so again, work with a template. That's tip number one. Tip number two, compose on with a loop. And the third tip will be to learn how to play a new instrument, or just composing that instrument as you're learning and getting better at it, really. So that's the tip of the day on how to write music in different styles and different genres. And really don't be afraid to experiment, okay? Really don't be afraid to put yourself out there and really have a go, you know? These are just musical ideas. They're not really developed, but to me they sound really good enough to do a video and share it with you guys, and you can have a listen to it. And I'm gonna be finishing these two music tracks for sure, and do the whole arrangement and everything. And maybe I can do a video series if that's something that interests you, really. Leave in the comment section if that's something that you want to see. and maybe we can do more videos like this, really, based on how to write music, because I do get a lot of messages about how to write music and composition and arrangement. So maybe that's something that really interests you, and you could get some value there. Again, thanks a lot for all the love and support. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Go and check all the other videos I have here in the channel concerning stock music and music licensing. If you're somebody that is new to music licensing, I have a free workshop. You can go and link in the description and go and check out that workshop. And as always, thanks a lot for all the love and support. Rock and roll, and here's to your success.